and then slide it back and keep rolling around. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is along the edge, there's kind of a rim. And how I can tell when I've gotten all the way around is that that rim will be complete. Here again, if I had slid that back too quickly, it would have splashed wax all over the place. We don't want that. Now, in the process of waxing the edges, we're probably going to see some curl jump out here too, because this is another orientation where the curl will show. And if it doesn't, we're not going to worry about it too much. No matter what, this is a very pretty piece of ash, and it will make an attractive vessel whether there's curl in it or not. Okay, I believe we're all the way around. You can see now that there's a rim of wax around the edge. And if you look on this side, you can also see that there's a lot of curl running left to right, right to left, through the heartwood and the sapwood. This is going to be great. So that one's done. Now, this block has a lot of figure, but it has some crotch figure in it. That's running up in here. There's some more over here. And you can see these cracks. This piece right here, between my thumbs, will probably, almost certainly turn out completely. If it doesn't, it's going to mostly turn out. And rather than wait and wax the wood and allow it to crack on the inside, we've super glued it. That will keep the wax, or keep the crack from running. The cracks that are already started, that continue to run, can ruin an otherwise great piece of wood. And it seems kind of silly to spend the time to go out and get this stuff and then not take an extra couple of minutes to take care of it, to make sure that it's ready for you to use and usable when you can get to it. Okay, I've got some bubbling on that side. I'm going to wax this whole thing too, partly because of the pith line that's in it, and partly because I want to be sure to remember the curl. And here again, you can see all kinds of figure lines in here. When this gets round and this has a curve on it, whether it's the top or the bottom, you'll see this really spread out and become prominent. The wax is deep enough for now. I'll take this out. Now, I saw on somebody else's website where someone had used paraffin wax and shavings in little Dixie cups to make fire starting logs, if you will. And when this wax gets dirty enough, that's what we'll do. We'll just throw it in with some shavings, and when it's hard, we'll take it out and we can use it to start campfires or in the living room. That is crazy. I think you can see the figure in there. This is the reason that I like to go out and hunt my own wood. This is the reason that I learned how to do it. The first pieces that I got, I have to say, were very plain, but it was wood and I was excited to have it. Now that I've learned where the figure is and how to harvest it to its best advantage, I end up with more of this quality of wood than I have time to turn in a reasonable amount of time. So again, rather than leave it laying in the woods or in the wood pile, I'll go ahead and process it like this so that it will sit and wait for me. This particular piece does not have a bad side. And the wood doesn't have to be big in order to be useful. We do a lot with bottle stoppers and that kind of thing. Those smaller pieces of wood are just as worthy of this kind of care, and they don't take any real time to process. Okay, we're good on this side. Last side. And I think this will be everything I intended to try and show you. Use anchor seal when you have pieces that are too big, or when you've only got a couple of pieces and going to the trouble effort of setting up your waxing station really isn't worth it. Use anchor seal. Just be sure to use a couple of coats, because the more material you have on the wood, the more stable the wood will be over a longer period of time. And if the wood has been stored outside before you even try and put anchor seal on it, the best thing you can do is get it into a stable environment that's warmer, and then put the anchor seal on. Now, all of this wood that I wax, I keep stored indoors at a comparatively even temperature. In the summer, it gets up into the 90s, but where this is stored is on the shady side of the building, and the temperatures inside barely get above about 85. And the temperatures don't go below 40 in the winter. These 5 pieces, in the end, show most of the issues that I come across in processing wood. They show my approach to doing those things. And they have provided me with a steady supply of good quality wood. I don't know if I've answered all the questions. If I haven't, you could find me at turnedbygeorge.com and click on my email link. Send me an email. I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can. Thank you. When you're done waxing, unplug the waxer and let it sit until the wax gets at least firm. It doesn't have to be completely cool, but in this way you'll prevent having any kind of a wax spill.